think nettles is a good one because all over the country nettles grow. Another one that I would say would be wild fennel. And wild fennel grows along every railway track, in every sort of vacant lot around Australia, and it's frondy and it looks exactly like fennel. And the beautiful thing about it is you can harvest the stalks and chop them up and put them in food to season food and to give it flavour when it's young, and then when it gets older and it seeds, when the seeds are dry, you can take the seeds off and pound up the seeds and use them as fennel seeds, and it just amazing. Like the difference is like 4 times, I reckon, at least more powerful than actual bought fennel seeds. Lard is another good one because lard tends to be something that's much maligned, but recent research has shown that it's actually quite good for us, and as humans we've evolved as human beings to use and digest this stuff. Lovage, I'm always being on about lovage. I think lovage is one of the herbs that has sort of slipped through the net. Not available commercially, but if you plant it yourself, it is perennial. So that basically means that it will die in winter, but it will come back again in spring. And it's celery, but celery on steroids. And it just goes so well at so many things. And probably the last thing I would say would be goat's milk. We have our own goats and milk our own goats, and I think goat's milk has a really unusual, interesting flavour. A lot of people hate it because they're used to this really strong goaty flavour, but if they're able to access goat's milk from a goat milk dairy, for instance, and get it fresh enough, it's actually quite subtle and smooth, quite minerally. And once you sort of cook with goat's milk, I find that going back to cow's milk can be sort of a little bit boring. As much as I love cow's milk as well, it's sort of, it adds something extra, I think.